After the Berlin Wall fell, our company went into East Germany to establish a new mining operation. We went to the job, and one of the first things we found was in the warehouse, they had caskets already made. Holy cow, we're going from trying to work on people, not being injured. These guys have already got boxes made for people to get hurt. I'm Brad Giles, principal with Bradley Giles and Associates. I worked as a safety professional for over 40 years in my career. And one of the adages that I believe in is leadership drives culture drives safety. Every environment you go into, you have to work on improving that culture. I can tell you that probably the most impactful to me is World Trade Center. Our guys were working 12-hour shifts, two 12-hour shifts, pulling pieces of steel out, and they're still red hot, burning at about 3,000 degrees. We dealt with so many unknowns. We're there for the safety. We weren't there to beat them up with violations. We're there to try to help the employers and help the employees to figure out how to do things the right way. I firmly believe culture drives safety. Something you have to start off with, you have to build that platform. We worked for over 25 years doing a variety of things in Egypt. The culture there was mainly working with people's hands. You had a very large workforce, and the government really wanted you to utilize those. Again, that was a culture that believed in fate. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Going into the various villages and cities, they're hundreds or thousands of years old. Very narrow streets, confined areas for you to work in. We would build freshwater, wastewater lines down the middle of the street, and you would have somebody sitting on their front doorstep 5 feet away. I had the opportunity to go to Denver. They asked me to come down for 2 weeks and take a look. There were some issues. My 2-week assignment ended up being 2 years. They were having a lot of issues, and they projected huge losses. So when I went in initially, we had 3,000 employees on site, built up to well over 11,000 people on site every day. Safety became a high-profile activity. And in the end, reduced our injuries dramatically. So instead of losing money, I think they came in like a $200 million surplus. We proved to the owners of those contractors and managers of those contractors that planning and executing for safety was actually a good business decision.